Hey there, Taurus. Welcome to your reading for January 2024. We are just going to jump right in here, Taurus, and see what is going on for you. You have this card that says negative self-image, focus on faults and distraction, distorts failure and imperfections. You also have this card that says spiritual teachings, believe money is the root of all evil, creates problems with money. I do feel like for several years with me in my readings, you've had these cards that kind of represent like imposter syndrome, right? Like feeling like you're not good enough to do something. And I feel you have this card that says endless possibilities. I really feel that, Taurus, you need to believe that there are endless possibilities at this time for you to accomplish the things that you want to accomplish. And, all your readings have basically been adding up to this, right? All your readings have been kind of saying the same thing, that you really need to believe in yourself and what you're capable of at this time. It's kind of funny because you and Aries, you get very similar readings, which is interesting. You're born right next to each other, so kind of makes sense. But, what I would say is, sure, we'll take all three of these. Why not? What I would say is that I really do feel that energy of needing to believe in yourself more, like needing to believe that you deserve something, needing to believe that something can happen for you no matter what. And that's what I feel here. You have the Ten of Cups, the King of Swords, and the Emperor. The Ten of Cups is like fortune after difficulty, of course. It can, very good card to me. It kind of represents a time where you can be overcoming some challenges or difficulties that you've been dealing with. So definitely improvements. Not only that, you go down to the King of Wands, to the Ace of Cups. You also have the Emperor right here. So that's also kind of why I was saying Aries. There could be a fire sign coming in for you if you are looking for love. You've been getting fire signs with me for quite a while. Wouldn't really surprise me. Could just be a person who has fire in their chart as well. I would say, regardless, probably someone who's very mature, very successful. King of Swords is a card of knowledge and wisdom as well. So could be attracting a person like that. Also could be attracting like a lawyer. So, if you're into dating like lawyers or judges or something, it could be someone who's in the legal field. I also feel that you could be getting, like, this is spiritual law and order coming into your life is what I'm getting. There just seems to be a much better level of balance in this reading in general, where things seem, look to me like they are more balanced in your life, right? And you have the Justice card. So I really feel this reading is kind of saying that the universe is balancing things out. You have the Emperor here, and the Emperor is about taking control, taking the lead. I do feel like you are meant to lead because we go up to the Three of Cups here, Taurus, and I'm pretty sure it might have been your last reading that I did for you for like mid-December, I think, or something like that. You had something about needing to become an authority, needing to step into an authority position, or needing to be seen as an authority. So you literally might need to work as an authority figure or become an authority figure or something like that, right? Let's see. With the Ten of Cups, you have the Nine of Pentacles. Nine of Pentacles is a card of independence and success. So I do feel that there is a lot of success coming in for you at this time, a lot of abundance. We see a lot of abundance in this reading. Again, I feel you have to believe in yourself. You're going to have to do this as well. You have to change your beliefs around money and things like that as well. I kind of feel that this is about abundance in general. I don't really feel just saying money because I think, obviously we need more than money in life, right? And, I get that feeling in your reading that there's like more that you need than just money to move forward, of course. And so I kind of feel this is talking about abundance in general, but the Nine of Pentacles is the card of gratitude. So, anything you can do to be grateful for what you have, it'll just attract more good stuff. With the King of Swords, you have the Knight of Swords here. I feel like something's taking too long. Normally, I would say that the Knight of Swords is a card of rushing, but I read intuitively, and I feel like something is taking too long here. For some of you, this could be love. So you could be interested in a person, it's just taking too long. For others, I feel that this could be something that you're working towards, and it's taking too long because I feel like you need to take bigger risks with the Knight of Swords, but also you have the King of Wands here. It's pretty obvious to me. And also this right here, you have this higher view card, which obviously we're going to talk about in a minute, but I don't know. I can't even tell you how many readings about perspective I've done in the past 2 weeks, right? A lot. Everybody's reading has been about perspective. So, it could just be that we're in a time where the universe wants us to rise above whatever problems, issues, but also good things as well. The universe just wants us to get that higher view, that higher perspective. And I think this is true for everyone. With the Emperor, you have the Devil. This could tell me also that past relationships have kind of caused issues in new relationships. So I do feel it is time for you to like heal from the past and to let go of issues from the past. You have this Endless Possibilities card, which I love, and this Higher View. This is coming up in the area of the unexpected. So I feel when you back up and you kind of get this higher perspective on whatever it is that you're working on, that's where the endless possibilities are coming from. I feel we all need to do this. I feel we all need to be open to different ways of doing things. And I also feel like we need to just be open to allowing... Like, I don't even know. If I'm being honest with you, Taurus, I have no clue. But I've been getting this, like, feeling for, I would say, like, the past 6 months or something, that we need to, it's not that we have to be detached or anything like that. I'm not saying, like, you have to totally, completely just get all blissed out and, like, detached from your life or anything like that. But it's almost as if we need to not care about, how something is going to not only turn out, but, like, how we do it. So if we're too it seems to me like if we're too attached to the how something is going to happen right now specifically, that it's just not going to happen. So if we can gain a new perspective and just be open to allowing things to happen in any way possible, then I think whatever you're trying to accomplish, it's like you'll see all the opportunity. Then you'll see all the different ways of doing things, and you'll find out the ways that you can, accomplish your wildest dreams. So, I would be like super flexible at this time. And I feel like I say this to you all the time. You have the Justice card, King of Wands, and the Five of Cups. I do feel like things are balancing out for you, like I said earlier in the reading. It's like the universe, but I feel this is like specifically the universe bringing you blessings in the form of positive karma, a turnaround. We see that right here because we go over to the Wheel of Fortune. So it's almost as if the universe is saying like, okay, you've learned a lot of things that you need to learn, so I'm going to balance things out. For a lot of you, this could be in love. And again, there definitely could be like a fire sign, or there could be a fiery person that's coming in for you with the King of Wands. You've been getting fire with me for, I don't know, years. So it wouldn't surprise me if it was a fire sign. It could also be another earth sign as well. You have the Queen of Pentacles here. It could be an air sign. It could be any sign, general reading. But, I would say they probably have earth, air, or fire majorly in their chart, right? And so, but fire stands out to me. Definitely someone who's bold and assertive, like a real go-getter type of energy as well. You have the Five of Cups. Five of Cups is a card of grieving the loss of something you no longer have. So I feel for a lot of you, it's like, there's that Rolling Stone song, you can't always get what you want, right? And I used to hate that song, by the way, when I was younger, because it's like, I want what I want, and I don't like when people tell me I can't have something that I want, right? And so I don't know why that's popping into my head. I've never told that story, but, I kind of feel like this card, the Five of Cups, is saying that you need to see the two cups that are behind you, because there's something much better coming in for you here, or I kind of feel that you could be grieving the loss of something that will not happen maybe in your life. And I'm not saying that you can't have something, but it could be like, here's the thing as well that I want to stress is that he has lost his taste for wine, right, on this card. So he doesn't even like the thing that he is grieving the loss of. So it's not like you're not going to have, it's not like this reading is saying you can't have something that you enjoy. It's saying you can't have something that you don't even enjoy anymore. So I feel that you've outgrown something, and maybe it's not like you don't realize it, but I feel maybe you need to see it, right? With the Justice card, you have the Magician. Magician is about creating your own reality, reinvention. We're in a time of reinvention. I think everybody is probably reinventing themselves. You and Scorpio, by the way, get all these stories about needing the story that you tell yourself, right? And so you two in particular, I really feel like need to watch your words and the things that you say to yourself. And if you want to make yourself more or bigger or tell a new story, like now is the time. I would literally write it down on a piece of paper. Like I would literally plan out what you want your story moving forward to be in your life. And again, I'm not saying this is like magical or anything like that. I just think you need to get your story straight so that like, oh, these are maybe the goals I need to work towards, or these are the changes I need to make, or the habits I need to adopt. It's like I'm not saying this is something magical, right? It doesn't even have to be. It just could be that you're just doing it to kind of like organize your thoughts. And I feel it would be very powerful for you at this time, Taurus. So, get to work. With the King of Wands, you have the Two of Wands. There's like some sort of risk that needs to be taken in love. I pretty much feel like this is true for everyone. We're in a time where like love is very different than it used to be. And it's like, I think that the way I don't know, I have a lot of crazy ideas about love, but the way that I see it is it's like we still have a lot of people who are holding on to like the way things used to be, which they're just not like that anymore. And it's like what we're resisting is things that could be better than things have ever been, but we need to like let go of the way things used to be in the first place. So don't be too stuck on needing to take a risk in love or anything like that. With the Five of Cups, everyone has had the Five of Cups and the Five of Pentacles, by the way. Five of Pentacles is a card of being left out in the cold. But both, to me, the fives have very easy solutions, and the Five of Cups is about just letting go of something you no longer enjoy anyway. Five of Pentacles says you need to focus on your strengths. And again, we were talking about imposter syndrome. We were talking about this card over here about negative self-image. So the Five of Pentacles is kind of a card of self-image. The guy on the Five of Pentacles, he has a bell around his neck. And he represents a leper. Back in the days, lepers had to wear bells around their neck so people would know when they were coming down the street. So it literally says, do not call attention to your weaknesses. You need to strengthen your self-image. And again, telling a new story could be something that really helps you do that here, Taurus. Next, in the area of what's coming towards you, you have this card that says, nothing is yet set in stone. Yes, your story is not complete. Your story can change. You have this card that says, meditate and contemplate. Yeah, I feel like you need to dream big. We have all this, this card here is this new moon in Pisces. We have all this Piscean energy. You have this deep diver task. So I kind of feel like it's time for you to dive deep into life. It's time for you to really, go on maybe a mental adventure, a crazy daydreaming adventure where you dream your wildest dreams. And then I feel like then you come back to earth. Don't be a Pisces like me, where you just like daydream all day long, right? And do nothing. So don't do that. But, daydream, come back to earth and then write it down. What did you daydream about, right? What did your future look like? And I really feel for you, Taurus, it's as simple as like adopting the habits, just doing the things that people do. I've been like helping people with YouTube channels lately, and I have a lot of people who are like over the age of 60 in my group, and they're all like, I'm too old. And like I find like a billion examples, right, on YouTube of people who are like in their 70s, that 80s, who have YouTube channels, right, and that are very, very successful. So it's like it's all about perception, right? And I'm not saying you have to have a YouTube channel. Someone always comes at me like, how dare you say I have to have a YouTube channel? That's not what we're talking about here. I'm talking about everything in your life, whatever you want to do. It's like you might have a lot of reasons why you can't do it, or you might think you do, but they probably really don't exist. And I feel like this is saying if you can dream it, you can have it, right? Plain and simple. You have the Three of Cups, Six of Wands, and the Ace of Cups. The Three of Cups is a card of celebration. So I do feel like there could be a big celebration coming in for you here, like a really celebrating just everything. And we do have the holidays, and, happy holidays to all of you out there anyway. But, you could be celebrating with family, and that would be a good idea. You could be socializing. Sometimes I just feel that Three of Cups really isn't saying anything. Sometimes I just feel it's saying you're socializing, and that, that's a good thing. You have the Six of Wands, which is a card of success. I really sometimes feel that the Six of Wands is about rising above something, and you have the higher view card here. So there's definitely something that you are meant to rise above. I feel it's your own perception of yourself. And again, if you do that, I feel you will have a great life. And even if you're 60 years old and you think you only have like 20 years left on Earth, right? It's like, why not make those 20 years worth living, And I feel that's what this whole entire reading is saying. Even if you're young, right? I feel that you could have an amazing life, but, it is going to require you to have this higher view. It's going to require you to have this a more confident vision of yourself to, make the rest of your life the best of your life, as they say, right? And I feel like that's what this reading is talking about. You have the Ace of Cups, definitely could be a love offer coming in for you here. Regardless of what gender you are, by the way, as well, I kind of do feel, whether you're a man or a woman or whatever, doesn't matter. I feel like you could be attracting a person who is more dominant, right? Again, doesn't matter what you're into. I don't care. I just get this feeling of like a more dominant person. So, I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. You take it how it resonates, right? But definitely love could be coming in for you here. If you don't want love, I feel you're just taking care of yourself. Three of Cups, Ace of Cups. But and as always, Taurus, you always get these cards of like heart-based energy as well. With the Three of Cups, you have the Hierophant. There you go. That's you. I feel it's just you having a good time. But again, the Hierophant is the authority. And that's what I feel like I kind of didn't go there at the beginning of the reading, but that's where I was going, is that there's always been something about authority, taking authority, taking the lead, something like that. Always comes up in your readings. With the Six of Wands, you have the Lovers. Definitely could be love coming in for you if you want love. Like I said, a very strong love reading going on here. I also feel that there's clearly a new path for you to choose. The Lovers, to me, is a card traditionally that was a card of crossroads, and we see that here. Going this way, you have the Wheel of Fortune, which is like a change in your fortunes. Going this way, you have the Three of Wands. Three of Wands is about expansion. It's about going on an adventure, getting on those boats, right? With the Ace of Cups, you have the Two of Cups. Definitely a very strong connection coming in here this way. This could be a person you have a family with, a person, like just a really good person is what this looks like to me. So, Two of Cups is a perfect match. One thing I will say is that Two of Cups is usually different than your usual type. So it could be someone who is very different than what you would normally go for. But I feel like it's a good person. So, there you go. You have this mystical shaman card, this patience card, and this deep diver card. It says diving into a task. So I feel the task that you need to dive into is yourself. I feel like you have been very patient with yourself. We could almost get rid of this because I feel it's just saying that you've been very patient in healing yourself. I feel like I feel like it's taken a long time to get to where you are as well. With the mystical shaman as well, I feel that it's almost like saying you need to go on the vision quest. This is where I've been getting this whole entire time. This whole needing to visualize things, because I kind of feel the mystical shaman is saying something about how you need to go on like a vision quest to discover who you truly are. And again, I don't think you need any crazy substances to do that either. I feel you could just do it with your own imagination. That's all you need here. And I just feel you need to also dive deep into your emotions as well. How do you feel about things? I get like, even just over the years, I've noticed, people always ask me, it's like there are two questions. It's funny because I always joke about this with a Taurus, Chris from Serious Joy, right? We always joke about how there are two questions we always get, which is relationships and purpose. And, my thing about purpose is I always get a lot of people who say that they don't know what their purpose is. But when I talk to them, I find out they really do know what their purpose is. They just are afraid of like judgment. They think that their purpose, it can't be, that they can't live their purpose for whatever reason. It's like, if you think about it, if your purpose is building sandcastles on the beach and you think like, what I'm really passionate about is building sandcastles on the beach, most people would say like, that can't be my purpose because it won't make me money. But, so I think, one of the traps people fall into is thinking purpose, money, right? But really, if they thought about it, there has never been a better time. Like you could literally start a YouTube channel right now about sandcastles and a bunch of other social media. And I guarantee you it would be successful. You could probably, there are like sandcastle competitions that you could probably win money at and things like that. So it's like, we really can build our purpose. We can live our purpose, but we just have to look at all the opportunities that exist. And I think that's what's going on here is that you need to zoom out with that higher view card. Whatever you think your purpose is, it's like, there's probably a very successful way you could do it. Maybe you could write a book about sandcastles. There's so many things you could do, right? You could teach classes about how to build good sandcastles, right? You could talk about the importance of sandcastles. Who the hell knows? But the whole point is that, I feel if you really tap into your emotions and like what feels good to you, you do know what to do. You just have to like find a way of like presenting it to the world, right? And maybe that's what the challenge that's going on here is like, how do I present this to the world so that I can find success, right? But you have the Wheel of Fortune. Something's like destined to happen in your life. So, I feel like no matter what your passion is, you're going to make it happen. You have the Queen of Pentacles. Queen of Pentacles is that slap to reality, that slap back to reality, right, that you need here. So for some of you, I kind of feel like this could be a person. If you have a Capricorn in your life, this could be a Capricorn, like a very logical person in your life even. It doesn't even have to be a Capricorn. It could just be a super logical person that helps guide you and helps you create something that you're trying to create, especially if this is financial. By the way, like if you've always wanted to do something, but you're not sure how you can do it financially, it's almost like, there could be a person who's like, oh, do this, and it's like a very logical person. Maybe you need that as well. Like maybe you need that person in your life to help guide you. And again, I feel it's someone close to you, like a parent, a friend, family member, Three of Cups here, something like that. There's two people on the Hierophant as well. The Hierophant is like you being the authority, but there's two people he is initiating into whatever. And so for a lot of you, again, there could be someone younger, like it could be your children or something like that say something to you that really helps you here. You have the Three of Cups. Three of Cups is is kind of like expansion, needing to get onto a boat, right? There are these boats in the water here, and I always say that Three of Wands kind of says, what are you waiting for? It says that you have an opportunity to do something amazing in your life, but you just have to get on those boats and expand. So let's see where this is going for you. With the with the Wheel of Fortune, you have the star, literally your purpose. The star is about having a North Star it's like you're destined to live this purpose here, whatever it is for you. The star, he's pouring water onto land, and or she is, I should say, the star lady, and it represents what's possible for one person is possible for you. So whatever whatever it is that you want to do, something is possible. I really feel this reading is very simple. It's saying you want to do something, and I feel like you just need to wake up and realize it's possible. With the Queen of Pentacles, you have the Death card. Yes, this person will change things for you. I really feel like I would be socializing, spending time with family, because you never know. You might say something to someone, and they might give you an idea, and it's like you just didn't see things that way. So I really feel this is about like socializing with people who you are close to, especially right now, and they could be giving you ideas. With the Three of Wands, you have the Two of Swords. Yes, just literally seeing another way of doing things. She's thinking this or that. There's a new island behind her on the traditional Two of Swords. It just says she's stuck in this or that thinking, but there's a third place solution, as I always say, on this card. So I really feel this could be like a person who wakes you up or who helps you get closer to something. So very interesting. Let's see here. We're going to pull 5 main themes. I love this reading for you. I feel this is very good. You have this April card. You could have been born in the month of April. You have this table card. It says hard work ahead. Yeah, I feel like definitely there is a lot of hard work going on for you at this time. And, you could be working a lot on projects or putting in the work, but it's going to be worth it. You have this kite card that says vacation. I feel a lot of you need a vacation for sure. So, if you need a vacation, take a vacation. You have this key card. It says successful outcome to your problems. So if you are dealing with any problems at all, I feel like this could be a successful outcome to any problems that you are dealing with, plain and simple. You have this desk card. It says pay attention to your work. So I feel for a lot of you, you need to pay attention to like what you are doing or what you're working on. It's like I think that you need to get messy. I think you need to experiment more, try more things, make bigger mistakes, and then kind of get to where you're going, especially in work or career or business. You have this turkey card. It says someone is behaving stupidly. Every single person has had something about like gossip or people like stabbing in the back and stuff. I would just ignore gossip, jealousy, all that other stuff. But this looks amazing. So thank you for being here, and definitely enjoy your month.